how all of the things that have happened with demonetization and then essentially with the pandemic and all of the innovation that is happening, how is India essentially galloping towards being a true digital economy? And what are your thoughts in terms of what can be done further in that particular space?
Yeah, I think I get the challenging job of trying to sound different after all these esteemed panelists have spoken. They had their say. So I'll try to do my best. I don't want to rehash the points already made. I think one of the key points that has driven innovation in India is our regulator, right? Our regulator is not just a policy creator or a framework creator. They're establishing corporations like National Payment Corporation of India, which is driving innovation like UPI, which is probably the most sophisticated payments and settlement network in the world, so that we are not left to the likes of an Alipay in China or a Venmo in the US to do peer-to-peer or peer-to-merchant transactions. So we should be really thankful not only that we have a forward-looking regulator who is very open to kind of adopting new technologies, but actually driving those. We can talk about the account aggregator initiatives that are currently being put in place. So that's been a blessing in disguise. And for us at FlexPay, at Vivifi, we are a fintech NBFC. We are focused on providing credit to low-income, salaried and self-employed Indians, most of whom have been outside the credit ambit. As we all know, the credit in India is primarily limited to the top 100 million people. We have only a credit card penetration for about 55 million people, whereas we have 600 million or 700 million Indians with a smartphone. And more than 400 million of them have incomes less than 20,000 per month. And that's where we come in, and that's where we focus in giving credit as low as 500 rupees to as high as 2 lakh rupees to these low income Indians. We have to use the innovation that we have been blessed with, right? Like we have Aadhaar, we have eKYC, we have, I mean, some of which are not available fully anymore, but we still have eSign, we have the account aggregator network and the UPI payments interface, all of which we have integrated into a fully automated digital lending platform. Most importantly, the biggest innovation we have done in the recent times, especially COVID has been a stimulus for us, was to kind of use the UPI framework to build credit on top of it and be the first player to offer credit on the UPI rails. So I think that's what I would like to kind of add a different dimension to what already has been said as to how the ecosystem has been developed within India in the last 5 to 7 years, which was primarily driven by the regulator, who is also the disruptor in charge. Even though many of us want to kind of take the tag of disruptor, I think the regulator and the corporations that are involved should get a big thank you from all of us. We were trying to hijack that tag from them. So I think we should give them the due. And I think that's kind of a key aspect on this journey in the last 5 to 7 years for us.